Oh, hello there. I'm Simon Rafe and welcome to Brown Bag Bible Study, the Bible study that you can do in your lunch break. Now, this is an introduction to Scripture, which will give you some information that you might not have known, and it'll encourage you to read the Bible. But most importantly, it's presented in bite-sized pieces, perfect to fit in with our busy lifestyles. Every week, I'll be concentrating on a small part of Scripture, either one of the 73 books of the Bible or a group of related books, and I'll bring you some interesting facts and information to help you understand it. I'll also be including links to further reading, articles, videos, books, and what have you, so that you can learn to love sacred Scripture even more. This week, the book of Esther. This book appears in the Protestant canon, but in a shorter and cut-down version, missing portions which only exist in the Greek. The book is, without the Greek portions, absent any explicit reference to God, and it might have been this which caused Martin Luther to hate the book as much as he did. He said he hated it so much he wished it did not exist, and that it contained heathen vice and too much Judaism. And speaking of anti-Semitism, that's the main theme of the book. The story is set in the court of a mighty Persian king who takes a beautiful young Jewish girl, Esther, as his queen. The king does not know she is Jewish, and this fact allows his courtier Haman to arrange to have all the Jews killed and their property taken. The story shows the Jews as living amongst other people, in small, almost ghettoized communities with a great deal of hatred and fear shown towards them. They are persecuted and in fear of their lives and ask their queen to intercede for them with the king. She does so after asking the entire community to fast. Using her cunning and beauty as well as using the greed and arrogance of Haman against him, she manages to completely turn the situation around, not only saving the Jews from death, but making sure Haman gets his comeuppance. In many ways, this story has much in common with Judith. A beautiful, resourceful Jewish woman saves her people through guile and charm rather than strength of arms. It can be easy for Catholics to disregard this book of the Bible. It's essentially a soap opera tale of harem and court politics, and as mentioned earlier, in some versions doesn't even speak of God. But that is a mistake. Firstly, the use of soft power, of persuasion, cunning and cleverness to overcome violence, brutality and hatred is instructive. Esther is a compassionate, loving queen. She loves her people and also loves her king. The triumph of love is an important message for all Christians. In addition, the exhortation to fast is one which we, especially those of us living comfortable, easy lives, would do well to remember. This is a story of religious persecution. Today, the vast majority of religious persecution is done to Christians, but usually in countries far from us. We need to be reminded of the realities of living the gospel, and reading this story and meditating on what it tells us can do just that. So, take some time to read the dramatic tale of a female heroine and also take a look at the additional reading. Next time, we are going to look at a story of war, rebellion, and heroes who aren't beautiful women. The first book of Maccabees. Until then, I'm Simon Rafe, and God bless. To learn more about the place of Scripture in the lives of Catholic Christians, I urge you to read Pope Benedict's apostolic exhortation Verbum Domini. The Pope encourages all Catholics to read, learn and love Scripture and to understand its relation to the Church. A link to this exhortation is included in the reading materials for every episode of Brown Bag Bible Study. Just click the link over there.